2, 1. All right, Shot Time. We should be live. Big ups to California. Inglewood in the building. Yes, sir. This is Mouthpiece included. Open panel, so pull up. We'll drop that link into the chat very shortly. Got a lot of hot topics this week to go through. A lot of hot topics. Make sure when you pull up, or if you call the chat line, make sure you don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right? Can't emphasize that enough. Make sure you don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right. Stand by for takeoff. To cow.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fair use.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can
Man, where do they keep the honey around here? Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of
Jeez,
girls?
Al. Who wants cheese head?
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
The Bears.
The Bears.
I don't go to church.
God understands.
God understands. I can stay on my couch.
God is a fan
God
of
is a
the
fan
Bears.
of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Well, guys, let's go to the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Let's go take a shower. Let's go water skiing.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
There he is.
Be sure to bring a towel so you don't get all
That's
wet.
right. Cue the music. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to bring said mouthpiece. The Silverbacks are in the building. Got a great demo for you lined up here today as we get it unraveled for you. Happy Thursday to everybody. So, y'all know our format as it is. We're going to go over how about them Bears. We got a lot of Bears information to share. The Bears. Seems like Justin Time is, I don't know, wasn't pleased with Big Dick Little Dick N-word as the coach from last year. So that information is starting to come out apparently. Of course, he's classy about it. Of course, we got how about those Cubs, and then how about them Bulls? I don't know if we got anything on the Bulls, but that'll leak into the NBA playoffs and White Sox news. And then, of course, our weekly hot topic, and our hottest topic is Deion Sanders versus Nick Saban. Nick Saban has had a lot of privilege leaking out of his mouth, hailing from one of the most racist, if not the racist state in these United States of America. But we don't know what's in everybody's heart. All right. Enough of my shenanigans. We got the co-host in the building, Jackie Robinson's finest. Looks like they're doing baseball again. Coming to the building. What up with it there, fool?
TATN, what it is. Baseball season is definitely in effect. I'm part of Chicago's city here, definitely on the south side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? What it do?
I don't know what's going on the north side, but hey, we can do it on the south side. We've been getting rained out a lot. A lot of our practices for the older kids. And, like, I don't know. I think we keep sending those damn rockets up into space. And every time we look around, we got a damn rainstorm here in sunny Chicago. It's weather's like Florida here, man. Rains in the morning and it dries up in the afternoon, or it'll just rain all damn day. So we're doing what we can to get out there and get our games. You know, hey, it'll come a time where we'll be begging for rain here in Chicago, which will probably be in the next week, in the 90s next week.
Facts.
But what can you do? Keep playing the games, keep scheduling the games, get the kids out there, give them something to do, since the city doesn't want to.
How's your baseball squad shaping up?
Well, like I said, we're a lot of our kids are out on traveling teams, and we're mixing in our Little League games to get ready for the Little League tournament at the end of the summer. So we're working. We're working. We're going to be playing for the Little League World Series with a lot of younger kids this year. So we're gearing up to hopefully make our run next year. But a lot of our 10-year-olds are going over to the 12-year-old team. So we're a little behind as far as age is concerned. But, they're going to get some valuable experience this year. And, they're going to give their best effort. So we'll be okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll be okay.
As we say, let's make it happen. J.R. Dub.
Let's do it. We're in the building. It's a mission. It's a ministry. It's for the kids, not for the adults, not for the notoriety, not for the accolades, not for the participation trophies. Trying to make young African American men out of these young men. So, they get a lot of camaraderie, competition, and, hey, they learn a lot of life lessons playing in these sports that hasn't been geared toward them for a few years now. So, as we show up into different areas, different tournaments as the all-black team, we just do our best to be our best. And it usually works out well for it.
You sound like you believe the children are the future.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Coach them well and let them lead the team.
We got Jackie Robinson kids all over the country, from professional level to college level, high school level. And, it's great to see these kids go on to have a chance to, make something of their lives. A lot of them come back and give back to the league, and what it's all about.
You guys got any tokens on the team? Your Latinx or maybe even some Caucasians in the whole league?
We had one a couple of years ago, but you have to live in the area to join the team. And the way Little League has it, the boundaries set up.
Mm-hmm.
We got to basically living on the same block to form our teams. We got to be inside the boundaries. You have to go to school inside the boundaries, which kind of eliminates us from having any other kids on the team.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So if a kid was going to a private school or a Catholic school on the other side of town, that kid can't play baseball if he lived on the block?
If he lives on the block, he can. But if he doesn't live on the block, or he lives in Evergreen Park, which is near us, or Beverly Ridge, which has their own little league, or Roseland, which has their own league. We're surrounded by other leagues. So they have to be in our boundaries in order to
I got you.
Play on
so
it.
they conveniently got those leagues set up where you can't get some of that talent. I see what's going on.
Yeah. But if you live in, like an area with one little league in the whole county or the whole town, they can recruit from the entire county, which most of these teams do that are outside of Illinois or outside of any major city. So, it makes it hard for a melanated team to make it to the Little League World Series.
Right. And then when the stars line up and you do get that kind of team that going down there raking and, dominating, then you get some butthurt pink guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some butthurt alcoholic.
Yeah.
Coming to say it wasn't fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And everybody stopped to listen to him.
Yeah. Well, you know why they're listening to him. After they signed the contract with the ABC for the World Series, got about 6. Have to go to the White House with the melanated kids, smile, and tell their family they're going to be on television. All those leaders of this particular organization, Little League International. Then they want to come back and have a third or fourth investigation into these melanated young men that live in the same area of Chicago. No consideration for the South Korean team that they played that had 3 6-foot-tall, left hand hitting, left hand throwing young man who supposed to live in the same area.
Yeah, looked like they were 40.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. Well, big ups. And
big ups.
So yeah, we got so the Cubs right now 18-26. 10 games back. They're a game out of last place in the division, playing 40.409 ball. They were in the news though, man. One of the pitchers didn't like somebody flipping his back.
Yeah.
And the fight almost broke out.
Yeah. Those strikes. Makes them out.
Bat flip.
Yeah. Makes them out. You don't want them flipping the bat. Stop throwing home run balls. They got pounded today, 20-5.
And then Rossi, I guess the manager was butthurt. He felt like in the same game, the other closer with a 2-run lead intentionally beaned somebody. And I don't know, you're a baseball manager. Is that likely to be up 2 runs and you bring the tying run up to the plate?
Normally that wouldn't happen in that part of the game, especially with your reliever and you're trying to get out. So the likelihood of them putting a player on by beating him or doing something like that to the other team is highly unlikely. They more than likely wait till the next game.
Right. Or I would think if somebody would have been their top player or something, maybe it got emotional and you might do it then, but none of that had happened.
Yeah, they were just butthurt. They got to play better baseball. So that's what it comes down to. I mean,
they got to get better players. They're trying to win with prospects.
Right. They had to decrease the salary of the team to increase the profits for the Ricky family. So they've done that. People still go out there and support them and drink their beer and eat their hot dogs, parking. So,
hey, trust the process, fella. Trust the process. All right.
Maybe they can get Theo back.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's he at? Boston? No, he left Boston to come to the Cubs. Where did he end up going?
I don't know. He's somewhere making a lot of money.
Yeah. Let's see how that team's doing. I'll look it up. But then we come on the south side. White Sox 22-21, playing .512 ball, 4.5 games out of first. They're in second place. 6-4 on the road, 10-11 at home. 6-4 over the last 10. 10-11 at home, 12-10 on the road. You got any White Sox banter there, fella?
The Sox are they got pounded the other day too by the Boston Red Sox. But we got a series this weekend coming up against the Cubbies, and that's always a recipe for a couple wins in the last couple of years. It's on the south side, so we'll see what happens. A couple fights, banter about between the Cub fans and the White Sox fans. They're trying to squash out a lot of the tailgating and drinking before the game to keep the Cubs fans from getting pounded by the White Sox fans. But it's Chicago. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to get drunk and get out there and throw their Cubs flag up in the air and start talking crap. Next thing you know, become the security for the Chicago White Sox. It's always fun. It's a holiday weekend. You have the Cubs and White Sox playing 2 games. I don't know why the hell they don't play 2-3 game series. I guess it's something with baseball. But, we'll see what happens starting tomorrow. The Sox are losing tonight to the Red Sox again. So, got to beat somebody other than the Cubs.
Yeah, facts, but they're in good shape, man. Yeah.
Got to get a couple players back. Players are out as usual. Some pitching back, and hopefully, this being May, middle of June, beginning of July, they can get on a run and try and catch up with those Minnesota Twins, arch nemesis.
All right, they say Theo returned to Major League Baseball as a consultant regarding on-field matters. He began a new role as executive in residence for Arctos Sports Partners, a private equity firm that buys minority shares of teams and works with owners and leagues in professional sports to increase liquidity and financial flexibility for ownership groups. Sounds like collusion to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were about to say he buys minorities. I thought they outlawed that. But
how can they buy minority shares in multiple teams?
So they have a voice in the entire league. And make things happen for every team. They can pull out the chessboard and these guys are going to win for a couple of years.
Right.
These guys are going to win for a couple of years. We're just going to make money.
Yeah, we're going to go to Vegas and start betting.
Keep these prospects down in the minors for a number of years, and bring them up when we're ready, if we're ever ready, or we'll trade them. Yeah.
I wonder if Charlie Hustle works for them. PD Baseball.
Oh man, PD Baseball has been keeping a low profile. He's not even talking about the Hall of Fame anymore. They'll give it to him a week after he dies.
Yeah, post-mortem. Yeah. He should fake his death. You know what I mean? Put that past PD Baseball.
Yeah. He did bet on the game. He got the lifetime ban, but you go into the Hall of Fame based on your production as a player, and there's no question of his production as a player. So, I know they've got a dartboard or some kind of target board of his face at Major League headquarters, but it's time to let him in the Hall. Right,
and the way he hustled, listen, if he did gamble, he definitely wasn't gambling against his team. At least it didn't appear like it.
No, he was just having fun. Then the word got out. It is what it is. But it's been long enough. I believe.
All right. I know, I agree with you. All right, so how about them Bears, bro? His articles about them being the worst ranked team in the league, preseason,
Yes.
that is.
Preseason,
Yeah,
the
you
worst
agree with
team.
that?
Yeah,
worse.
the worst team in football. Preseason with finally a good quarterback. Just got rid of the damn idiot. The person that was the former Coach N-word here in Chicago. Got some draft picks in, trying to build the offensive line. And before they put up on one uniform or play any one preseason game, they're the worst team in football. That's hard to believe when you got teams that won 1 and 2 games last year. Yeah, I don't know. I guess these guys got to have something to write about, so they make up a story, and hope somebody runs with it, or they get to a big magazine or paper. I don't know, but unfortunately, that's the way this particular writer felt about the Bears. Probably it's hard for the beat writers to see them practice now, so I don't even know who this guy is. And he made a prediction as the worst team in the NFL, which is, I think, it's just malicious.
Well, the article that they took it down. So, but then I do see another one. Yeah, they got them 32. But I saw another NFL thing. They had the Bears listed maybe like the 7th worst or something like that.
Which is fair based on their record of last year. But to just come out and say before anything happens, before you even know they haven't even really formed a team yet. We haven't got to training camp and see, what kind of players they're going to pick up and who's still out there.
I mean, I can't put the Falcons ahead of them. I can't put the Panthers ahead of them. The Houston Texans just can't do it. The Seahawks, they lost their quarterback, can't do it. The Jaguars can't do it. The Giants, you know what I mean? Just to put the Bears behind all of them. The Washington Commanders.
The Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger retired, and you bring in Mitch Trubisky, and all of a sudden they're going to be better than the Bears.
Right. The Detroit Lions, bro.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at this. I'm like, okay, I could easily have the Bears like the 20th ranked team in the league and hang my hat on there between say like 18 and 23. But last seems like it's just clickbait.
Yeah. And I think it's just malicious. With a new coach, they still have, they got the foundation of the quarterback, the running game, and you're gonna have a good to better than average defense in Chicago. So, yeah.
And we got a favorable schedule.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. That schedule last year, 1 game at home, 1 game on the road for the entire season was absolutely ridiculous. So.
Stace Dude say, "What up, fools? Live from San Diego. What up, folk?
What up, fool? Happy Thursday to you."
Yeah, man. Happy Thursday. It's y'all Thursday. It's my Tuesday. My schedule.
I got you.
Man, it was a well of a Tuesday too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they made me. I earned it today. I was like E.F. Hutton.
All
right. But
some days be like that.
Yeah, some days, yeah. All right, so here we go. All right, so you got any more Bears? You sent that article about the quarterback. With his comments on pretty much on Little Dick N-word.
Yeah, he's a class kid. He wants to be the leader of the team. He thought he should have been the leader of the team last year, which you mentioned last year in the preseason, that he should be getting reps, should be getting ready to start at the beginning of the season. And, it's hasn't come out. We've seen what little N-word.
He wasn't getting any reps with the starters. But you listed him as a 2, Ace. You remember that? I said I would give you that Dick N-word, but then if that's the case, make him your third Make him your number 3. Sure enough, what I predicted happened. The ginger got hurt in week 2, and it was a fire drill.
Absolutely. The coach had no idea what to do with him because he hadn't had any reps and really didn't know what he can do except.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Went back to the preseason film and saw his plays like, oh yeah, he can run my plays.
Finally went back and watched some of his college tape.
Oh, hey, this guy can run.
He can throw a deep ball.
He can throw a deep ball. Maybe we'll put him out there against Myles Garrett and see if he can get it off on that seven-step drop with no offensive line.
But you remember what they kept talking about with the ginger? He can get us in and out of the huddle. His huddle presence. I knew we were in trouble. I'd never heard a head coach talk about, not on any level, huddle presence.
The best attribute of your damn starting quarterback was his huddle presence.
Yeah, getting the team in and out of the huddle.
He was making $3 million a year before as the Cowboys back up there and said, yeah, come on. I'm going to make you start and pay $10 million for 1 year.
I knew we were in trouble.
You're our leader.
Bro, that's like bitty football. Everybody's first year playing, and you got a kid who could, put the offense together in his brain. You know what I mean? It might mean something then, or freshman football, or frost off, but professional.
Yeah. Like the coach's son was the quarterback, and no matter what happened, he was going to start.
Right, because he's the only one who knew the terminology.
Yeah,
so with his goggles.
We got to check into that. Was the ginger and Dick N-word related?
Yeah, something was going on. Probably some locker room fun. All right, so, we don't know what's in their heart. Yeah. But all right, so let's just say this: the league made some sort of rule about McCaskey, or supposedly it's for the McCaskey family and the Ricketts or the Ricks of the Giants, but I think it has more to do with Dallas, but they made what? You can have 5% ownership stake and still be principal owner?
Yeah. Well, they decreased it to 1% for the Bears and the Marlins in New York. So
let me get this straight, Ace. They can sell 99% of their stocks to everybody and still be the controlling interest.
Well, it's based on dollars. So yeah. I mean, it's they're printing their own money, so they're making up their own rules for the team because they were long time or tenured owners. And and they know Virginia's in poor health, unfortunately. And instead of having to sell the team like everybody wants to do in the family, except for her, they can keep interest in the team and still be listed as the owners, even though the family is going to sell off most of their
That's
shares.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like good old-fashioned racism to me. I haven't worked it all out in my brain yet because I had to read the article like 4 or 5 times to try to make sense out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But hey, when you print your own money, you make the rules. And, that's basically what they've done.
All right. We'll see what kind of stockholders they get that's going to be okay with that deal. But right now they own 80% of the team, which is way more than anybody in the league, family-wise.
Yeah, but all they really want to do is just keep a check coming from the NFL and get some money in their pockets.
Yeah.
Because I don't think most of the McCaskies do anything but say they're the owners of the Bears.
Yeah, that's it. They're trust fund babies that own stock in the Bears and just get that money. And once that stadium is a play to increase the value of the team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll shoot up from $4 billion to probably $6-7 billion or $8 billion.
Yeah.
And then they'll sell.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do, entice them to sell because right now it's probably all emotional. You know, this is my dad's wish that we keep control. So what they're doing probably is the end around Ace. Oh yeah, you can keep control at 1%, and then once they get them down to 1%, then they'll change the rule back and say you guys don't control shit.
No,
F you and your daddy.
I think they want to keep the Hallis McCaskey or the Hallis legacy in Chicago. They can, give somebody else the team, basically the league, because all the owners got to vote on who to deliver ownership to someone else.
Yeah,
and of course, it's not going to be.
But But what I'm saying is, though, if the Washington family owns 80% of the Bears, and they're saying, Ace don't want to sell. My dad just, this is in his will. He don't want. It's a clause in there that says we must maintain control and interest, to keep this trust going. Then this could be the end around to get around it and to motivate the rest of the Washington family to sell, because now on the one hand, they can honor your wishes.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, they can still sell the team. And then somewhere down the road, 5 years down the road, the owners get together, meet again, and say, again, fuck Papa Bear Hallis.
We're an antitrust corporation now. We don't need. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares about the original damn teams? Let's get this TV contract higher, and
we'll put a statue out in front of this. Yeah, we'll put a statue out. The trophy's named after him. We'll name the stadium after him, and that's it, like everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a statue out front of the stadium now. Him and Sweetness, but it's
that's it. Them the only ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Papa Bear and Walking Paper, and they just put them up there, within the last 10 years.
Yeah, both deserve it. Wow.
Yeah. So probably once they get the new stadium on their own land,
they'll add some more.
Yeah, they'll move.
Dick Buckus.
Dick Buckus.
You gotta have big Dick Buckus in there,
gotta
man.
have big Dick Buckus out there, and maybe they'll put a Red Grange out there, and some of the legendary former Bears.
Yeah.
Not a Richard Dent, but
I'd have a bust of the '85 Bears carrying Buddy Ryan off yeah.
with Dickens standing over there
looking pissed.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe,
you got some more Bears news, man?
There's been a lot of buzz about our draft picks. Gordon in the first round, the kid from Penn State, and the number 3 pick there, carrying them to Debo out there in San Fran. And they're looking for those guys to contribute right away. Got Thomas Graham, who was a cornerback, didn't get to play till the end of the year last year and shine because, Dick Enward didn't want to develop any players. The secondary and the defense, they're looking pretty good. It's just a matter of them getting in-game experience and being able to play NFL football. But, I think they'll be okay. We got a guy from the Raiders, Morrow, who's a home crusher, and he's fast. So, we're going to they got rid of Danny Trevathan. I don't know if they cut him yet. Maybe June 1st they're waiting on. So June 1st, you'll see a few more players cut from the Bears, salary cap reasons, injuries, and being old. And so it looks like it's shaping up to be pretty good. We've got a fullback, the block for the 2 running backs we got now, instead of, just sending them out there with a porous offensive line and hopefully a hole is made. We got 6 damn tight ends on the team last year and no fullback and a bad offensive line. You put a fullback back there with your behind your bad offensive line. Maybe every now and again you're gonna get a hole.
And you can start blowing up some of those safeties and blowing up some of them linebackers. Let that fullback lay some stick on them.
Yeah, and this guy came from Tennessee, and he can catch.
Well, Justin Time said he's real happy about the culture. Now that's almost a poke at the old culture.
Well, I mean, it's true.
He said he's excited, like everybody's buying in, and you know what I mean. So,
yeah, I mean,
and he knows about culture. At Ohio State, they had a nice culture over there.
Right, and now they're, you got a coach who probably is going to be talking to him after he comes off the field about the, what didn't
what they
work.
see, having some pictures from up in the booth. This is what's going on out there. Yeah.
Instead of him just going and sitting down and put on his cap and taking pictures for television.
Yeah, that was just dumb. That was week after week, man. And all the prognosticators, former quarterbacks, like, I've never seen anything like this before. And he did it even when with the other rookie he had, the one we moved. Yeah, he would do the same thing. You're like, why aren't they helping this guy? The other retired quarterbacks be like, why ain't the offensive coordinator or the quarterbacks coach or somebody talking to him? Remember, it all started with Cutler. Cutler would never talk to nobody. He was special. Yeah.
He's got that rocket for an arm.
Yeah, he doesn't need to look at any film or anything like that.
He's got a rocket for an arm. All these guys got to do is get open. He's going to get him the ball.
They made so many excuses for Cutler. He's blocking. He needs receivers. He needs this and that,
Yeah. He can't read a defense.
Yeah, and then he can't see because he's got diabetes too.
He's got to get the insulin and between quarters and halftime. He's got to take the IV.
Sugar's low by the third quarter. Yeah.
He never had a plan for that.
Yeah, nobody ever tested. I mean, he wasn't getting physicals. They never came up. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, right. All right. So
we're looking. I'm looking forward to the preseason to see. The guy from Green Bay has come over, Luke Getty, to be our offensive coordinator, gearing the offense towards just-in-time strengths, and trying to find out what he likes to run, what would be successful for him, how to best use his particular set of skills as opposed to plugging them into an offense that didn't really fit him. So I'm excited. I know it's a year that we're working on some things and trying to get ready for the following year, but you got a team out there, you want them to win.
Yeah.
We're looking for some progress out of this season. Next year, you're looking at being $100 million under the cap, a fresh set of draft picks, so you can make some moves.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's like when I used to play the video game. I was always more excited when we had a bunch of young prospects, see what they could do out there against good teams,
Yeah, you got
watch their progression.
Yeah, you got to develop those players. That's what.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for everybody to come in to be a superstar, football doesn't work that way. Those draft picks don't work that way. Get these guys in the first round, like Pace. Pace was his first draft pick. Get that guy's name. He was a wide receiver. He was a beast. 6 whatever and 200 whatever pounds, and he was almost ripping out of his suit. At the draft, got here, couldn't run a route, couldn't catch a pass. So
yeah. Well, all right, and go Bears. So now the NBA, rumor is that all the courting ain't going as good as I guess he thought it would be, because the rumor is that Levine is probably going to end up back in the Shy. This is the best opportunity for him to go to the playoffs and be the alpha male, or at least the A1, and get the most money. So it's looking like he's going to be back in the Bulls uniform, which I'm not necessarily happy about.
To be
frank.
Definitely Not happy if they can come up with a free agent to replace him. Like I saw, there's stories every day about trade the Bulls can make. The latest one I heard today, if KD decides to leave New York, this would be one of his landing places. It might be a negotiating tactic, just like when Kobe went from Chicago. But yeah, it'd be a good landing place for KD. Play in the house that Mike built. He's got some players around him. They got a guy from Europe that's supposed to be joining the team next year that they drafted this past year. So maybe they can put a squad together. But losing Zach LaVine, he's a good player, but
the K is for cupcake.
He doesn't know the game.
You know what I mean? We don't need a cupcake in the city of Chicago.
We don't need the cupcake.
Tweeting and commenting on this and that, tweeting from other aliases. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, I was reading. I heard an interview that James Worthy had the other day, talking about all these guys do are practice shooting 3-pointers.
Yeah,
got to get tattoos, lift weights.
Yeah,
and go on social media.
That's it, and go to the club.
Yeah,
that's it, bro.
Big Game James says it. You got to put some credence to it.
I mean, now, would I rather have KD or LaVine? I mean, yeah, definitely KD. But, and the Bulls should be more savvy. I don't see nobody beating down your door. And this max offer is no longer on the table.
Right.
Should have signed in the middle of last season. You got back problems. You got knee problems.
Yeah.
We're not prepared to offer you the max.
Yeah. Just had knee surgery.
Right.
Get ready, allegedly.
Right.
For the season.
Right.
Yeah. Are you looking at some film, learning the game of basketball,
right?
Learning how not to come and shoot your team out of the game at the end of the game,
right?
Besides giving the ball to DeRozan,
right? All of those facts. But all right, you got any more Bulls gems before we move on to the greater NBA?
Nah, let the Bulls rest. Let's see what their moves are. Once Zach LaVine sticks his tail between his legs and says, "Oh, I guess I'll take your max off," like you said, like that offer's not on the table anymore.
Yeah, it's not on the table.
We'll see what we can negotiate.
Yeah.
If you want to go somewhere else, find your team that wants to trade with us.
And that's what they should have told him. You can go courting, but if you go courting, this offer's not on the table no more.
Yeah. Now, if you can feel a certain kind of way, but yeah, you go courting, you just left $40 million on the table. Right.
Exactly. I probably wouldn't have been that extreme, but yes, it would have been something. It would have been something.
By his collar. Listen here, you son of a bitch. We don't even want to offer you this damn money, but hey, you're here, Jerry. I guess Jerry likes you, and we got to do something. But if you got 2 days to sign it, otherwise it's off the table forever.
We were going to put you on the executive Uber Black plan, where as long as you play for us, you can have an Uber Black all year round. You know what I'm saying? Up to X amount of dollars, but now you're getting a CTA bus pass.
Yeah.
Metro pass if you're lucky.
We're gonna get you some kind of security, somebody to watch you, so you're not getting covert every other month. And
that's what I'm saying. But all right, man. So we'll start with the Golden State, and we'll comment on Steve Kerr later. But Golden State's up 3-1 against Dallas. How's that series going? I mean, is it competitive? Did Dallas get up here and lay an egg? 87-112, 117-126, 109-100. So Dallas was down 3-0. They were on the verge of getting swept.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're on the verge.
Right now they're losing.
Yeah.
94-84. So I think this thing's about to close out.
Yeah. While the teams in the East are fighting it out,
Wow.
Golden State's going to end it tonight at home, and sit up and rest and get ready for the finals.
All right. So now I think we both predicted Miami. What the hell are they doing? They're down 3-2.
They can't keep up with the athleticism of the Celtics. Yeah. Celtics got a black coach, so
that matters.
Yeah. So he's making the adjustments game by game. I mean, and every game's been a damn blowout, no matter where it's at.
Wait a minute. So Miami won 1 game in Boston.
Boston, yeah.
But Boston then turned around and stole home court advantage back.
Yeah.
And won game 5 in Miami.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're looking at going to the Fleet Center, wherever the hell they play at now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And close it and try not to get sent home for the off season. Going fishing. So that's
But I thought Eric Spoelstra was a genius.
He's a genius. Yeah, genius. But
Jimmy Butler is averaging 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He's getting D'd up.
Yeah, that doesn't get it done in the Eastern Conference Finals. It doesn't.
Jason Tatum's putting up 24 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. See, these are 80s type numbers when people actually played defense.
Yeah. Well, Jason Tatum has some confidence in his abilities as of right now in the playoffs. And that's what superstars are made. So he's getting it done.
And when you expend energy on both sides of the ball, you can't be expected to put up 30 a game. That's what made Michael Jeffrey Jordan so special and the Kobe's of the world.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They just want you to
they didn't rest on D. What's that?
Yeah. He just wants you to go out there and jack up threes.
Don't even run down court. Pretend like you're complaining to the ref about a call or something. Yeah. Yeah, while the other team's going down yamming.
Yeah, getting a layup done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jeffrey Jordan did it on both ends. He would rest on offense. He'd, move the ball around in that triangle.
Yes.
You're passing, you're running around. You got to keep your eyes on him.
But you can't rest on offense in today's NBA because anytime Dick and Jackass is told to shoot the first open 3 that they see.
Shoot the 3. Jack it on up there. You're open.
Yeah. From point guard through center, shoot the 3. The analytics say that's better than moving the ball around and potentially getting a dunk or a mismatch where a 7-footer's got Muggsy Bogues on him down there.
Right. So come over and go in between his legs, or breaking his ankles. Yeah, it'd be easy to shoot the 3 and see who can get a rebound.
Correct. Instead of having that big under the basket, and if somebody else shoots the 3, that big can get the rebound and tip dunk or put it back up or kick it back out. Right?
No interest in that.
No interest. No interest.
Boston's playing some good defense. They are their 3-point prowess eludes them every other game, which is when Miami has gotten their wins. But playing defense, and they want to win. They got a strategy to win.
You jumping ship?
I had Milwaukee, so I have to.
But so you going with Boston?
Yeah.
He's jumping ship.
Yeah.
I had Milwaukee too, but then I went over to Miami. I'm gonna stay with Miami since that's who I picked.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I did go with after I switched up. I am riding with Golden State all the way to the end. So.
Well, we're both speaking on their experience.
Yeah.
The fact they got an MVP on their team who was coming off the bench at the beginning of the playoffs. And these other teams didn't make adjustments. But now, all those guys are playing pretty well with Clay and Poole. And, Wiggins has had a good series finally in the playoffs. So, he's banging with Doncic. Luka, don't touch me, Doncic. So,
yeah, those playoffs is all about matchups. That's what it used to be about.
Yeah. So, with that experience, and you got Draymond just willing to run around and, do what it takes to win. Yeah. These teams don't believe in the garbage man. They want everybody to either shoot a 3-pointer or be able to dribble the ball or make their own shots. And, they just don't believe in, that setting up offense for these skilled players.
Man.
That guy that can rebound and play defense and protect the hole.
Man. So Dallas Mavericks been getting a lot of bench fines, bro. Standing up, blocking the people in the expensive seats from seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they should ultimately start calling techs?
Well,
bro, they said one time the guy was one of the hurt Dallas players was wearing the Golden State players' colors, stood up on the side of the bench, and Steph actually throwing the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember them changing the rules where they got to wear suits and sport jackets on the court. I don't know if that's still the rule anymore. But to have the opposing team colors on, that's crazy. That's nuts.
And you're standing up and you're supposed to be hurt.
Waving your hand, like you're cheering on the other team. But this player
that should be a tech, man.
Yeah, this guy's using his peripheral vision, so he catches that color out of the corner of his eye. Yeah. I guess they got to do whatever they can to try and get some victories. So, until the league makes some changes or start assessing techs. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's what they say. Who's your postseason MVP right now? I'm gonna go with that kid on Boston at small forward. Yeah.
It'd be between him and unfortunately I have to say Luka. Luka gets a lot of calls that are very questionable. Anytime you look at him or breathe on him, they're gonna call a foul.
Didn't he miss 2 or 3 games though?
Earlier in the playoffs. But I mean, he's a good player. But to get, this guy is 23 years old, and we
don't know how old he is. He could be 40. Probably been smoking cigarettes. Man, they come over there from Europe. You don't know how old they are, man.
Made up birth certificates and passports. Yeah, you're right. So
same thing with all them Africans coming over here. This guy's 37 years old. You ain't fooling me.
Absolutely. So playing college ball.
Yeah, big ups to that.
Selling in college ball at 35.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a good player. I just don't like the
Jokic. He's got to be 46. But go ahead, bro. Yeah.
I don't like the Michael Jordan status that they're giving him as far as free throws in every game. He hasn't earned it yet. They haven't won the playoffs.
Because Mike wasn't getting that at 23, 24.
No. And he hasn't earned it in the playoffs yet. So this is the first year they even won a playoff series. So to give him that status is, I don't agree. So I'll go with Tatum. Tatum gets it done. He sticks his nose in there, plays defense. He plays offense, and he can, he gets it done in the fourth quarter.
I'm going with Tatum, and I remember in that draft, I wanted him. Let me go to that draft.
Yes, let's see what bum we took in that draft.
I remember saying, he reminded me of when my man came out, Grant Hill, 2017. That was the draft.
2017. Wow. Young player. Yeah, I always like Jaylen Brown, his cohort at the 2 guard. And they got him a coach that wants to win. Just figured out how to win. So it's gonna be good. It'll be a good finals.
Who coaching
him? Neil Long's husband.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You said it colored, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still imagining that white cat that was there.
No, they're winning. He's winning.
Here we go. Now, see, here it is, Ace. And yes, now I gotta admit, I think I wanted ball number 1, but I never understood the Markel Fultz. That's what I was saying. The Lakers passed up on Jason Tatum to get Lonzo Ball. Well, really, Washington took Markel Fultz, number 1. And then Lonzo Ball went number 2. Jason Tatum went number 3. Josh Jackson went number 4. De'Aaron Fox went number 5.
Yeah.
Lauri Markkanen went to the Bulls at number 7. The Bulls draft him?
Markkanen?
No, we didn't. Minnesota drafted him. We traded for him, remember?
Oh, gosh. Who did we trade?
He was in the deal for Jimmy Butler. Yeah, from what I remember. Dennis Smith Jr., Malik Monk came out of there. Donovan Mitchell went 13 in that draft. Bam Adebayo went 14.
Yeah.
These guys are hooping.
The guard packs combination draft players then.
Yeah, they were horrible. Kyle Kuzma came out number 27th at Brooklyn. Josh Hart went 30th. See in the second round if anybody of any.
Well, yeah, I don't know if Jalen Brunson was in that trade.
Jaylen Brown.
Jalen Brunson for the backup for Dallas.
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah, coming out of UConn. His dad played for the Bulls, and he won the second round. Bulls had no interest.
No interest. And then we had those other guards that I guess you said, okay, maybe they want to bring him in because they're developing this guy, and then they don't even develop that guy. You know what I mean? It's like, what did you see to make you not take this guy?
Yeah, coach was.
He was the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brunson.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to that was the following year what we was looking at. So we're gonna see what the Bulls did that year.
Nothing.
See who they took as opposed to Brunson. Let's see, draft selections. Oh, shit. Basketball Reference, they do a better job. Okay, that's the year DeAndre Ayton went number 1. Marvin Bagley went number 3. Doncic came out number 3. Trae Young was number 5 and got traded for Doncic.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That was a good trade for both teams. I was still on the fence on that because I love Trae Young. And you know, Atlanta is more of a black city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Bulls got Wendell Carter Jr., number 7. Where is he now?
He went to somewhere, to obscurity.
Okay.
He was always hurt.
And then with our we had 2 first-round picks that year, and the next one they took Chandler Hutchison out of Boise State.
I don't know if he's still on the bench somewhere or they got rid of him.
I don't think he's on the Bulls.
Yeah. Well, he was a tall guy. I think they were just looking for some length. And, it didn't work out. But I don't know who they got in the second round, if they had a second-round pick.
Yep, Dallas took Jalen Brunson.
But I wanted him with that first round.
Right. And Dallas took Jalen Brunson. I see what you're saying. And they already had a point guard that they drafted in the first and still took Brunson.
Yeah, and we needed a point guard.
Right.
Knew his lineage and no interest. Guy just came out winning 2 national championships.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bears and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they don't like winners. It was a fluke. But they'll go out and get Trubisky. 13 games, played 13 games in college and started 12 in high school.
And moved up the draft. Oh
boy. All right. Let's move past the NBA.
They should have fired Pace after that drug.
Absolutely. All right, so Chucky Gruden is suing the Shield. Let's see here. Chucky Gruden had an article.
Yeah, the NFL tried to go to court and have the case thrown out against him.
Yeah.
And the judge wouldn't go along with it.
What's the nature? What's he saying? What's he suing for? Is he saying that
they ruined his damn life? I don't think the Raiders are obligated to pay the rest of that $100 million. So
well, hell no, they're not. They paid him. They bought him out or something.
Yeah, but come on, man. The whole league is racist. So why were his emails just put out there and he took the how could you just put this guy on the sword and not pay him? Because you knew what you were doing. You got 650,000 emails, and we only get a few out of Chucky Gruden, and he has to get fired or step down, resign, whatever the hell.
He got a big check when he walked away, though.
It wasn't It wasn't $70 million.
So you saying they ruined his life, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what he's saying.
The old Michelin lips.
Yeah, the NFL ruined his life. Like, what about these other racists I was talking to via these emails?
Yeah, he going out like he's using the Nino Brown defense. I'm taking everybody down with me.
I'm taking everybody with me. Yeah,
because he took the hush money. You know, I thought he took the hush money. Like they fired him and still paid him. He didn't get the $70 million like you said, but he got a decent amount of money from what I remember.
Yeah,
but you're right. He can't get up in the booth no more. He can't work for ESPN.
No, man. Where's he gonna work?
Choking on his dog whistle. He could go work for the KKK. Shit, they probably got a position for him.
His lawyer probably like, they're not gonna pay, but they'll settle for something. Unless we're gonna go to court and say, yeah, let's bring out the rest of these emails, and the NFL can't do that.
He's trying to get some more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get a settlement somewhere in the middle of the lawsuit.
Yeah. What lawyer wouldn't go after that? I mean, you got him. You got him by the short hairs. There's no way they can go to a trial and not have to produce the majority of those emails for the jury to hear or the world to hear, based on whatever trial or that they put in place, the civil suit or I believe, yes, it got to be a civil suit against the NFL. And,
yeah, it is. He's an interesting cat. You'd think he'd just want this to go away, and because they're gonna be cross-examining him. So is this you typing Michelin lips? Yes.
Well, it was something I was saying in chat.
Yeah.
He probably won't get on the stand unless he has to. He might do a deposition or something. But the NFL's got the the burden of proving that that's what they weren't trying to do. His emails were the crux of the whole case, and the lawyer's got. I mean, he's sending emails to NFL executives, owners. They've got to come out with that information. So I don't know why the NFL didn't put a deal together along with the Raiders, or however they need to do it to pay them off to go completely away and have them sign something that you're going away forever.
All right, he's got him a lawyer. All right, here we go. They're calling it torturous interference. A Nevada judge, this is from ESPN.
All right.
Didn't they hire him? He was their former employee.
Yeah,
right?
former employee, yeah.
A Nevada judge ruled in favor of former Las Vegas Raiders coach John Gruden on 2 motions Wednesday, opening the possibility of jury trial on his torturous interference claim that the NFL and Commissioner Roger Goodell selectively leaked Gruden's emails to force his removal on October 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Nancy L. Alf denied the NFL's motion to compel arbitration as well as the league's motion to dismiss the case outright. The suit will now go to trial unless a settlement is reached. Yeah, he want that bag.
Yeah.
Alf gave no timeline, though, for the next proceeding. The NFL said in a statement given to multiple media outlets that it would appeal.
Mm-hmm.
We believe Coach Gruden's claims should have been compelled to arbitration. This is the NFL. And we will file an appeal of the court's determination. The court's denial of our motion to dismiss is not a determination on the merits of Coach Gruden's lawsuit, which, as we have said from the outset, lacks a basis in law and fact and proceeds from a false premise. Neither the NFL nor the commissioner leaked Coach Gruden's offensive emails. Gruden was in attendance as his attorney Adam Hosmer-Henner of McDonald Carano made the oral arguments. I'm just going to let the process take care of itself, Gruden said upon leaving the courtroom. It's good to be back in Vegas. I'm going to see some friends tonight and talk about Michelin lips. Go Raiders. Gruden was asked if he was looking forward to the discovery process, which could lead to the release of league-wide incriminating emails found in the workplace investigation of the NFL franchise now called the Commanders. The process will all take care of itself, said Gruden. While the NFL argued that arbitration was necessary because of his contract with the Raiders, Gruden's legal team countered that after resigning as coach and taking a settlement. That's what I'm saying. He took a settlement. He took the shush money. This guy, and taking a settlement from the Raiders. Mm-hmm. He was no longer a league employee and therefore no longer bound to arbitration.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Alf agreed, saying she was concerned with Goodell having sole power as potential arbiter. This is going to open up all these arbitration agreements you make with your employer, that this will be settled, in arbitration. All over America, we sign when we get jobs that any dispute's going to be settled in arbitration.
But what he's saying, or his attorney is saying, is, yeah, he took the hush money from the Raiders, but that was money for his contract. Now, I'm going to sue the NFL. Now, unfortunately, the Raiders are a part of the NFL, but I had to resign. They ruined me.
Okay, so I'm working for McDonald's franchise.
Yeah.
I take a settlement with the franchisee, but now I'm suing McDonald's corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, bro. I'm just saying. All right,
The reason for the arbitration is because everything will be kept in house.
Correct.
He knows he's got them. If they go to court, those emails got to come out, and they don't want to go to court. They do not want to go to trial. They go to trial, those emails are going to come out, and there's going to be a lot of stuff. If those emails come out, all of those races are going to be exposed. And the world's going to say, well, why the hell was Gruden just raked over the coals when you knew all these other races were having conversations with NFL owners, executives? Because they're holding all their emails in because Gruden wasn't an employee. He wasn't employed by the NFL at the time. He was an employee of ESPN. So they're keeping all the NFL races under wraps, which they wanted to do through arbitration. But he was like,
no, he was coaching the Raiders. He had to step down. Remember they was playing the Bears that week.
When he sent the emails, he was working for ESPN.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they got ESPN's emails. All the rest of those guys were part of the NFL.
Well, that's what the league is saying. Like, we didn't leak the email, so maybe he should be suing ESPN.
I don't know who he needs to sue.
ESPN probably leaked it. All right, but Gruden initially filed suit on November 12th in the 8th Judicial District. He had resigned as coach on October 11th after emails were leaked that included racist, anti-gay, and misogynistic language that was not fit to be repeated in public courtroom. Gruden's suit alleges the NFL leaked his emails, which had been in the league's possession since June 2021, to the Wall Street Journal and New York Times in October in an effort to harm Gruden's reputation and force him out of his job. I just don't know why the NFL would have that motivation. There is no explanation or justification for why Gruden's emails were the only ones made public out of the 650,000 emails collected, or for why the emails were held for months before being released in the middle of the Raiders season. Hosmer Henner intimated Wednesday that Goodell held the emails and called the Raiders and threatened to release more if the team did not fire Gruden. Asked the NFL, Raiders owner Mark Davis told ESPN at the time, they have all the answers. He said, ask the NFL. Gruden was the Raiders coach from 1998 to 2001, before coaching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from 2002 to 2008 and beating the Raiders in the Super Bowl. After that, he served as an analyst for ESPN, Monday Night Football from 2009 to 17. Davis hired Gruden to return as coach of the Raiders in January with a 10-year, $100 million contract.
All right. So it says there that the NFL threatened to release more emails if he didn't step down.
Well, that was according to the racists, to the other racists.
Yeah. So, the writer, whoever got the story, is beholden to the NFL, just like everyone is. They're the mob. And so they're saying, hey, maybe Gruden then flip one of them. And, it's just a matter of, are they willing to take that chance in open court? And the NFL isn't.
That's what it sounds like. Gruden might mess around and come up missing. It sounds like he ain't playing the game right. You want to be on a open email server that's not secure and yapping and talking freely, which he has a right to his privacy, but he wasn't on his private email. No, he was on a business server.
Yeah,
right.
Work email. And so were the.
But I guess I see Gruden's point. He wasn't emailing himself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Those emails were going to people, and there had to be a back and forth.
Yeah. So why are my emails coming out, but the return emails not part of this? Because they're part of the NFL, and you weren't at the time.
It's a money grab, bro. He's trying to get him one more check.
Yeah, he's gonna get
before he rides off in the sunset.
One more huge check. They gotta pay him.
Now, let's just hope he doesn't find himself in the bottom of Lake Shasta.
It's a possibility. All that's possible. All of that's possible. You know how the NFL is.
Chucky.
Yeah, I bet. You were just in the Super Bowl city. The NFL owns the whole city for an entire week until the Super Bowl's over, and then they leave and give it back to whoever, the municipality. But
man,
they got a lot of money, got a lot of power. So yeah. I mean, if he has a car accident or goes skiing or something, he's.
Found him at a hotel, say, with some pills next to him, or say he has head, he had an aneurysm or something,
Something. So, he better watch his six and keep his head on a swivel, because he's messing with some tough cats. And right. And it might be, they might make Goodell the sacrificial lamb, because a lot of owners don't like it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, he had him $100 million contract too. Goodell, he's getting $10 million a year or some shit.
Yeah.
That's probably why he got Gruden fired. Like, this some bitch is making as much money as me. All right, let's move on, man. Rest in peace. Did you hear about Devontae Adams' first cousin being murdered? You asked why Devontae went back to the Raiders, and as I was getting into this story, he's from there.
Yeah, he's from
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically he went home to play for his hometown team and be around his family.
And they paid him, so why not?
Right. Yeah, so that, now I see there's, the motivation. It's sometimes a childhood dream, even though they didn't have a team. But
now they do.
Now they do, exactly. And it's Vegas, so.
Yeah.
But his first cousin got murdered, bro. Like, I don't know what his first cousin was into, but it was a shootout.
Yeah. And he got murdered. So, at the park, at the kids' park.
Yeah, broad daylight. The kids are running around playing baseball and stuff. The little girls are running around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody saw him and was like, oh, yeah, there you go. So, I mean, damn, you move back, you're able to move to your hometown team, and when you get back, your cousin is murdered. That's a curious situation.
It is.
I saw the park that he revamped and put the exercise equipment in, and
yeah. Was that the park that the shooting happened at?
I'm not sure. I think it was.
Yeah, me too.
But that was a nice park. I mean, he
revamped that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a nice job for the community.
Yeah, and I think they said he did a couple parks like that. So that's interesting, though, man. So, rest in peace to his first cousin. That's the one downside about playing at the crib. Yeah.
Your whole family becomes famous again.
Yep.
And you leave to go to college. And, once you're all the way out in the Midwest, doing all these great things for the Green Bay Packers. Now you come home, and now your family feel like
you come home. You come home flaunting the money.
Yeah, I mean, damn, they gave him $100-something million. So yeah,
right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everybody feel that it came up,
right, or can come up.
Yeah, but it really don't have to be about money nowadays. It could have been just flapping his gums at the club, or took somebody's girl, and
Or go ahead. They told the plug, go ahead and front me the money, man. My first cousin's rich.
You got me. I'm gonna call him up, and I have a bag for you next week.
Right. Next week never came.
Yeah. Like what? What? Yeah. I'm gonna flip that.
So your boy Michael Vick is coming out of retirement, Ace. What's up? What's up with that? He's playing for the fan-controlled football league. I had never heard of such.
I mean, come on. 707. I guess he's doing it for the love of the game. You feel like he can still do it and not get hurt. So, hey.
I'd be happy if he came back for dogfighting.
That's illegal in wherever his neck of the woods was, allegedly.
But what is it though, man? Like, what is fan control? Are they coaching? Are they making the coaching moves through the internet? It's fan control football.
Yeah.
Or are they making the trades? Like,
and maybe Theo Epstein's got something to do with it or something. I don't know. But I think they're it's an experience. I mean, NFL makes money. Football makes money. You see the USFL is on Saturday afternoons, and all these cities that nobody want to watch the games. But they got a contract with ESPN, ABC, Disney. So, they're good until, the money runs out or the NFL decides to crush.
It says games are streamed on Twitch where fans, that's the same place where the white supremacists went live and murdered people, but where fans can vote on plays, because it sounded right away like some slavery shit when I first read this, where fans can vote on plays. Like, how the hell are you voting on plays in real time? Like the fans should be calling the bomb every play. Bomb. Zero. Every play.
Jet sweep, zero. Jet sweep, zero. Jet sweep, zero.
Triple reverse flea flicker. Right. You can get some bots voting every play. Like, I'm interested in watching this. I think I'm going to watch a couple games, see how it goes. Johnny Manziel's in it. He's going to be sugared up.
Yeah. He's going to come right from the crack house to the field, and let the fans call the players. Is a check? Is a check involved? Absolutely, Johnny. Yeah, it sounds great to me. So, I don't know who's fronting this or paying these guys, but I guess it's like playing on adult, rec league football on the weekends or whatever.
It was 7-on-7, and it's a 50-yard field, and something about cryptocurrency and NFT. So I think they're paying them in cryptocurrency. It's all a sham.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
black dark web.
It's gonna be a bunch of white supremacists. I want Vic to run. Quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak. Trying to get them blown up.
Send a dog out there at halftime.
Yeah.
So
Terrell
yeah,
Owens is in it too. Go ahead, bro.
I guess it's something we want to do. You know, he can only do so much on television. There's going to be a ceiling for television and NFL. So, you know, it's another revenue stream for him. And, you know, I'm sure he can still get it done with some other 40-year-old, 50-year-old guys out there trying to play down football, trying to race down and catch Michael Vick. So, or, you know, it's, I guess for the NFL, it would be a version of the Big Three. And basketball,
right.
You're playing half court, and you got these names out there, and eventually you get some more names of guys that have busted out of NFL or are retired and still want to play. But it'll probably be mainly bust outs. Like they might bring back a Jamarcus Russell or guys that had names that didn't get it done in the NFL. And they're past their prime or time for playing in the NFL, and you know, get them out there and see what they want to do. I kind of remember seeing T.O. was playing in it too.
Yeah, T.O. playing. Yeah,
T.O. still
he was the first.
He
was the first one. Yeah, he was the first. Yeah, well, he's
delusional.
You know what I mean? Well, he's done. He's done.
Yeah, I mean, he had his time. You know, he broke his records, and he could probably play for some of those teams in the NFL. You know,
he kept crying too much. Don't nobody want to see that no more, man. We talking about my quarterback. You know, don't nobody want to see that shit. Yeah.
Quarterback.
Right. So we got right. He was in Dallas too, Texas, and they got rid of him right after that. I'm telling you, it's weird, man. You know. All right, racist high school students, man, at Pearl River racist towards Nyack High School. I think it's somewhere out there in upstate New York.
Yeah, New York, Jersey, somewhere.
Yeah, where the Buffalo shooter was from.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got some.
In the Hudson Valley.
Students from Pearl River accused of making racist, anti-black comments.
This is not first time.
Both schools are in Rockland County, and this is not the first time it's happened.
Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis is live in Nyack this evening with our lead story. Marcus.
Elizabeth, it was monkey noises in February, the N-word this week. The Pearl River School District has vowed to improve diversity and inclusion efforts, but critics say change is not happening quickly enough.
We're going to work on it.
The incident occurred Tuesday during a track meet in Suffern. A 7th grader from Pearl River Middle School allegedly used the N-word against a competing athlete from Nyack Middle School.
Our student actually informed our coaches, and our coaches immediately did the most bravest thing, which was to remove our children from an unsafe environment.
In February, Nyack basketball players were subjected to monkey noises made by Pearl River students during a high school game. It was the second such incident investigated in the span of a week. This was the superintendent's reaction at the time.
We absolutely find this behavior deeply disturbing, harmful to all of us, and racist.
It didn't look harmful to none of y'all.
A diversity and inclusion policy that includes the creation of an equity task force. But 3 months later, it's still in the planning stages. Not good enough, says the head of the local branch of the NAACP.
Do some training.
If you are going to create something, and this means so much to you, and you think that it's very horrific and it's traumatizing, and you know all these things, then you need to be on the ball. It happened February 9th, and we're now in May.
Regarding this week's incident, Pearl River superintendent says these offensive and unacceptable actions are hurtful and have led to serious consequences for those responsible. His Nyack counterpart says he's concerned about the well-being of his students.
They were sitting there at that game. Listen to that. The white refs, the white team, they didn't tell the fans to stop. The parents sitting out there, none of the adults, none of the good white people, none of them.
No. I mean, the refs should have stopped the game.
Correct. The coach, the home team coach could put a stop to that and get those guys thrown out of the stadium.
Yeah. No interest. Yeah. They're just being fans.
But if one of those black kids would have went up there and socked one of them, then it would have been a major issue, and they never should have done that. And
they would have compared it to the malice at the palace. Yeah,
correct. These kids shouldn't be doing that. That's culture. That's culture, bro.
You suspended for the rest of the season. Wait a minute, they were in the stands making monkey noises, calling us the N-word.
Yeah.
Not one adult there had the common sense, or the stones to stop it at the time it was happening.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. The one track coach at the other time walked this team off the track. Then you ask yourself, what did the state board do about it? Did they award that track team victories? Obviously, they didn't. They probably awarded the white boys the victories and gave the other team a postponement. We had to investigate. We don't have no proof and all this bullshit.
You're gonna put a task force together. I mean, that's the way.
We don't advocate violence here in TATN, but I think what's going on with these young white boys, and I've been saying this for years, Ace. Nobody's putting hands on them.
Yeah.
Too much of this when they go low, we go high, and we take the high road, and
right.
March. And so they go through life. Yeah. They go through life just getting away with it.
Yeah. Well, it's a different era.
Yeah.
It's a different era. They want to, include us. We're supposed to be included into their lifestyle. They make commercials with, their dad with the fine black wife. And, we just got to accept.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Just, again, we don't advocate that, but I mean, when you're young and you're a juvenile, get it in while you can.
Yeah.
They're going to throw it all out at some point. It won't.
No way I'm going to be playing the game. I don't give a damn where we at. Now teams making monkey noise. They calling me the N-word. I'll show you a monkey.
And my team and the only black people in it, right? That'd have been like us going to HF back in the day and them doing that. Exactly. Our coach was a white man. I don't think he would have, even though I felt like I don't think he was, I don't know what was in his heart. He was definitely tone deaf.
Yeah.
Didn't have us. But I don't think he would have put up with that. He couldn't, because his whole team was damn near black. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have mattered. We would have, it wouldn't have mattered. We'd have been complaining about it to him, and if he'd have been talking to the refs, and then eventually we'd have went up in the stands, and it was gonna be on.
Yeah, you put Kurt right up there. Yeah,
it was gonna be on.
Yeah,
it was gonna be on. It'd have been some complaints to the coach. Hey man, he's yeah. And then it was gonna be on. Yeah, and then every year you go in there and you putting up with that, we'd have been ready the next year.
Yeah.
Right.
This is 2022. Now imagine, imagine them doing that in the 80s or 90s. They wouldn't be
roaring 90s and roaring late 80s. No, they wouldn't have been doing it
in 2022. I guarantee you that.
Correct. They used to know how to keep that to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now it would have been a melee. Of course, you were on the road and stands is full of them, but
they don't know.
Exactly. We've never needed the numbers. We've never needed the numbers. The only thing they always had on their side was the police. That was it.
Yeah.
And judges.
What's going on?
Yeah. Cases on everybody. Put a gun on them. Sprinkle some crack on them. Yeah. Exactly. But of course, we had a white coach, so he'd have been able to put his privilege. You know?
Yeah. It was just some racist monkey. We're gonna leave. I got my team all packed up around.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach. We'll call you on Monday.
Now, if it was a black coach, he'd ended up in jail too.
Everybody going.
Right. Bus driver, everybody.
We're gonna suspend you and pound the bus, and we're gonna take a stipend away for this year. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, I think, man, anybody black in that area, they need to attend that game. The black people need to get from the Nyack area. They need to get together next time they go to Pearl River Everybody needs to posse up and show up at that game.
Yeah, well, apparently, whatever area that home team was participating, I don't think there's,
there
any,
is.
there are any people of color there.
There isn't, but the NIAC team,
yes,
those people have to get buses and drive and go support their team, their parents and the adults, and stand around there and let me hear that shit come out your mouth right now.
Right. Yeah. Tough guys.
Yeah, I bet the police show up then, and I bet there's some order then. Yeah.
Yeah, the news cameras, the police, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to protect our athletes.
And I bet the other white people will know how to tell those monkey noise people how to shut the fuck up at that point.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even if they had the stones to do that when there's anybody there except for the team.
Correct.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have the stones. Right. And this is why I say, this is why Malcolm used to be mad at the nation, because they don't really, like, this is where the nation could show up, and surround that school. And but they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
But sell bean pies and final calls. Pretty much.
Yeah. They got Malcolm's Moss right there in New York. They can put together a road trip. They're right on up there for the next basketball game, or they can sell bean pies and whatever. Where's that at? River Grove, or whatever the hell they at.
Pearl River. I would have liked to have seen the Fruit of Islam at Tops in Buffalo. To help sue those people and secure the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what is your current mission? We know the minister's getting on in age. What is?
We know y'all got souls, right? What are y'all training for? And that's what Malcolm used. I think that was Malcolm's beef. Like, what are we doing? Right. I mean, I understand it's a peacekeeping organization. We need y'all out here to help keep the peace sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
You need the minister to go there to stop the monkey noises, or what? The minister's not going to go up there. He's in his 80s. Somebody's got to do something.
Somebody, right? One of those exes. All right, but all right. Let's get to the topic, bro. Neon versus Nick Saban. This is heating up a little bit. Well, Dion, this guy. First, let me play the commercial, which I hadn't even known existed.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, you got to see the other one, the Affleck.
So there's more than one commercial, Ace?
Yeah, he's got a Show Me the Money, a primetime commercial, and
with Nick
Saban's
Saban?
office, with the band, and
why?
They're gonna pay him. Apparently he's reached the top tier status as far as coaches, definitely for the HBCUs, and he had something back in the day where he was talking about, yeah, man, coach, I want one of those jackets. So in this particular commercials, he's wearing a blue jacket like Nick Saban, and they're doing the Affleck thing. So that
it sure seems like father boy to me.
Yeah, but I would say he was trying to get some more notoriety for the school, but none of the school's paraphernalia was involved.
Exactly. Never even mentioned the school.
Yeah.
At least in the Affleck commercial.
We're gonna get Nick Saban out there with the Negro Band and Prime, and we're gonna change the demographic for our customers.
I don't know. I always have to remember that Dion is a Southern boy, and their mentality is not worse, but it's always been different than us Yankee Negroes.
Yeah, and he's still protecting Saban. So
correct. I saw that.
Yeah.
So I guess we ought to just first give some context. So Nick Saban came out there and was talking about this pay for play, which Deion has been talking about recently in the news too. Mm-hmm. And Nick literally called out Deion and then the coach
Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah.
From Texas A&M.
And basically said that they're yes.
He said Jimbo Fisher had the #1 recruiting class because they bought all their players.
Yeah.
And they're saying Travis Hunter received $1 million from Jackson State University to come play there. Which is,
well, first of all, you're going to make me believe, and then he sat around like they never did anything inappropriate at Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard the context of the story and I went to see the interview, I saw him talking to Alabama boosters and fans.
Yeah, he's talking to the boosters, right?
Yeah. So, I would believe that a coach of Nick Saban's stature would make sure that the environment was controlled if he's given booster speak to these particular boosters. And but it wasn't. It got filmed and it got out. And he wants to call Jimbo Fisher and Prime Time privately to have a conversation with them about what he's done publicly. And neither coach took his call, allegedly.
Well, yeah, Prime said on one of those podcasts, he could go public and apologize if that's what he wants to do. But yeah, he basically, and then he was saying, and the NCAA is not doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? He's Well,
the big take that I took from the conference or the interview session that he was having with these fans is these schools are doing this, and we're on this level as far as recruiting players, but we won't be able to stay there for long. We're going to have to do the same thing to get players here at Alabama. So he might have been prepping them for what's coming in the future or exposure of what's coming in the future as far as NIL and getting, those top players again. But, he just opened up a whole can of worms that nobody was looking to open.
So you're saying you think he was taking a backdoor route on explaining to them how this works, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna need some more money out of you so we can keep up and stay competing for the national championship every.
I was initially saying, oh man, he's dry snitching, but he went beyond dry snitch. He started naming names and shit.
Started naming names, and he's doing commercials with Deion.
That's what Deion was saying, but Deion was like, I didn't take it personal. What do you mean you didn't take it personal?
So I don't know if it was jealousy or because I'm sure he didn't call Deion and be like, yeah, I need you on these Aflac commercials.
Right. He sure did.
It was a marketing company like, hey, you're dry as a week-old toast. We got somebody who's gonna spice this commercial up and change our demographic. And everybody loves it. Okay. You're going to increase my pay? Absolutely. Okay. As long as I'm making more money than him. I don't know these things to be fact.
Right.
But, come on.
I don't understand why all these players, because he went on to say we got more people in, the NFL and 98% of our people are graduating, or the most 90% graduate after 4 years. Yeah, because all that shit is a sham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a sham for 50 years. I mean, first it was the basket weaving courses, and these guys coming out of college with degrees and can't read.
Your damn school didn't even want no Negroes there, 50 years ago, and now all you got is Negroes, and you're bringing them all in, right?
Yeah. and they're coming in because you're
making money off.
You're doing the electric slide in their parents' living room.
Right.
Have you seen that video?
I haven't seen that.
I'm gonna send that one to you.
And you're making money off of them. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. It just felt like, man, like hypocrisy through and through.
Yeah, because he's got to be making $10, $15 million a year.
And why do all these players, Ace? Why do all these players decide that they want to? Oh yeah, cut the camera off. Why do all these players decide that they want to go to Alabama and be 3rd, 4th, 5th on the depth chart? I never understood that.
It's a procedure. Well, as a youth, everybody wants to go to a D1 school, and Jackson State's a D1 school, but they don't have the locker rooms and the notoriety, and they're not playing on television every week beating up cupcakes, or they don't have SEC television. But
you can go to the bum in that conference and still get to NFL if you start 4 years.
Yeah, but
because they looking at it like he did this against Alabama.
Yeah, but when this guy shows up in your living room and he's smiling and he's got telling you who these 5-star players that he's signing, but he wants you. They figure, hey, I'm going to Alabama. I'm going to be a star.
And he's telling them, we get you a lookalike the first day you come to campus, go to all your classes for you, take all your tests, right?
Right. We're going to get you
doppelgangers.
Yeah, we're going to get you a degree. We got a bunch of guys here with grades.
Right. In fact, we're going to have somebody take your SAT and your ACT for you.
We're going to get you here. Don't worry about none of that.
Right. And get your dad a new shiny Cadillac. Oh, electric slide at your prom. Yeah, you gotta send me. Yeah, you gotta send me that. We'll run it next week, bro.
Your dad wanted some dubs, right? We got him. But I've also saw a video this week of how a lot of those kids are going into the portal because they're not playing. He mentioned that in the.
He don't like the portal.
Yeah, no. Yeah, those guys get there like, hey, what do you mean? You recruited XYZ? You didn't tell me that when you were recruiting me. Like, yeah.
Well, because when they get to that level, Ace, sometimes so they'll recruit your son because they don't want him to end up at a competitor.
Absolutely.
Right.
Especially in the SEC.
Right. So then they'll come up with all these excuses as to why they're not playing this kid and giving this kid an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They do that often, bro.
Yeah, they want to crush these other schools, so that they're building their team by eliminating the players that these other schools can get.
Yeah.
And he wants to say, he's getting all these guys because of his good looks. And his recruiting tactic, as far as his charm.
Yeah, his honor system.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. He's using NIL just like everyone else. And to tell me that, just because you lost a recruiting class or you lost the best player in the country is ridiculous.
Yeah, because you remember Cam was a 3rd stringer at Florida. So Florida was doing that. He was playing behind Tebow, and he had to transfer. Yeah, he had to transfer and lose a semester or something. With no portal. Yeah,
and won a national championship.
And MVP in the NFL. Right.
Then they investigated him like the NFL. Took their title away. Not the NFL. I'm sorry, like the Little League.
They took Florida's title.
No, he went to Auburn.
Oh, they took Auburn's title.
They took their title away because they said his dad was getting the bag. That's why he went to Auburn and left. And left the team on being on the bench 3rd string. Yeah.
They all get a bag.
Yeah. This guy's 6'5", 240 pounds, at 18 years old, and can throw the ball and run. So yeah, it's it's amazing what these coaches do to these kids, and they all hate the transfer portal because all they got to do is transfer, ask for the waiver so they can play immediately, and then the NFL, the NCAA crooked ass is gonna give it to them because they don't want to get sued.
Man, I wish we had that in high school. I would have got out of my high school, but it was a couple teams that wanted me. But I would have had to lose like half a season. It's just like, man, I only got 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And
So why would I lose half a season?
Yeah, I only had 2 on varsity. Right.
To play.
Right. Yeah. Wish they'd have had the portal. But yeah, Ace, go ahead with your final words, bro, and then we can close this out.
All right. Well, like I said, it's a shame that Saban came out with these particular words for prime time and Jimbo Fisher as far as recruiting is concerned, and knowing to have the number 1 class every year to compete for the national championship every year, there's no way that everything they're doing is above board. So I think he just opened up a can of worms that he won't be able to close because it's going to continue to find out. I don't know why Jimbo Fisher, who worked for Nick Saban, isn't coming out with the things that he's done, or Deion, who knows what's going on in college football, hasn't come out with those type of things. But I think they're just trying to bury this story and move on and get past it. He wanted to call and apologize to these coaches, but I think mainly he should be calling Travis Henry's family and apologizing to his parents for putting them out there saying that he took money.
Man,
Jackson State. It's ridiculous to drag all these players' families through the mud. Just the fact that that now they're getting some kind of income to play ball when you coaches are sitting there making $10, $11 million, $15 million, and these kids got to find money to make it home, or to eat on certain days when there's no team meal.
And if that little black kid don't want to come to Alabama, he must be getting paid.
Yeah. So
right.
Hopefully, the can of worms that these guys are trying to squelch and close after Nick Saban's comments is opened up, and all these Power 5 schools are exposed what they're doing to get the best athletes in the country to come to their school, besides having the best facilities. And the HBCUs can, they can thrive off of this and maybe get some of that TV money and more NIL money for their players, and even the playing field. But we'll see in the future.
Yeah, it just seems funny for well said too. For these institutions with all the advantages to be whining about anything.
Yeah.
If your culture and your system is so great, we got who we got, we're going to line up and we're going to play football.
Right. They just want it all. They want it all. They don't want you to have anything. They don't want the future recruits to ever think about going to a A&M or Jackson State or Tennessee State and all these schools that are recruiting these big time 5-star, 4-star players, and you can't get them anymore.
That's probably what Saban was doing those commercials. They told him, the boosters told him, go get close to that Munyai. We'll see what that Munyai started talking. Those Munyais like to talk. Get that Munyai on tape talking about how he's paying players and stuff.
Get him a couple cocktails and see what it is.
Yeah. Go dance for him and make him feel like you his daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Munyai started talking. So
yeah.
Hey, but man, we got to check out. Let's try to check out one of these games, bro. Jackson State. Look at their schedule. See if we can get out there, man. Support that. support that movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can start moving around the country.
Right. And hey, save the date, man. June 23rd, 3 years from now, man, we're gonna be in Jamaica renewing the vows. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
we need y'all out there 3 years from now.
All right.
And so, yes, sir. And also y'all, we got next week on the Self-Love Show. We got I'm gonna have to get my neck cleaned, get my hair did. We got a female Silver Back Guerillas coming in the building, U of I grad. We have a what do you call that? A civil servant, and so we'll have that promo video up and running. Most Ricky Tick, looking forward to that. And then next week on Mouthpiece Included, we're going to do our top 5 NBA all-pink team, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get our all-pink team. Yeah.
Gotta go back in the archives.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah, I see you talking a lot about Doncic. I just feel like Doncic might be on your team, but we'll see.
You don't have enough lineage in the league. He's a good player, but
yeah, I hear you. Yeah. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, barring injury. I'll give him that. He's on his way to the Hall. So, so that's what we got next week, Ace. We'll have, of course, y'all, we'll have some more hot topics as well, you know, from the week that we can get going.
You try and
so
get
y'all
that,
make sure. Go ahead, bro.
I'll try and get that Nick Saban electric slide for you.
Yeah, send that so we can run that next week, man. We can run that next week, bro. So y'all, when y'all sliding through the greater city of Chicago, make sure you checking your 6. Look over your shoulder, check that blind spot. Guard your grill. Knuckle up.
Definitely.
And don't forget to.
Yeah.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.